After being assessed by a clinical audiologist, children who have been identified with hearing loss are typically fit with hearing aids and often a personal FM system. In some cases, a child may be a candidate for bone-anchored amplification or cochlear implantation. If you are unsure of the type or parts of your student's amplification device, please refer to the glossary for more information. All of the previously mentioned technologies have two things in common. One, they take sound from the child's environment and deliver them to their ears. Of course, how this occurs varies between devices. The other commonality is that none of them are corrective devices. That means that they do not fix the child's hearing loss. Even when wearing amplification, the student still is listening through a damaged auditory system. The following clip is in reference to hearing aids. Note that the listener in this clip is listening through their hearing aids only. They are not using a personal FM system.
Hearing aid only.
This is a story about Oliver Deaf's hearing aids. All the children playing and having fun except Oliver. Oliver was sad because he couldn't quite understand what the screen was saying. In school, because Oliver couldn't hear his teacher,
Using a personal FM system. Were you able to hear the teacher's voice? If I were to ask you questions about the story, would you know what the children in the story were doing? How did Oliver feel? What happened at school? You probably had a very difficult time hearing the teacher's voice through all of the background noise. That is an example of how a student with hearing aids hears within their classroom environment. So as you can see, hearing aids are not like glasses or corrective lenses. By no means do they give the child a normal hearing experience. So does that mean students should not wear their hearing aids when it is too noisy? Not at all. In fact, if a student is using their hearing aids for only a portion of their waking hours, they are robbing their brain of the auditory experiences it needs for their listening skills to develop. The more consistently individuals of all ages wear their hearing aids, the better the brain gets at listening in different environments. Let's consider the math of hearing aids. The average elementary school student is likely awake for approximately 100 hours a week. If a student only wears their hearing aids when at school, that's a total of 35 out of 100 hours, or 35% of their waking hours. That means that they are exposing their brain to only 35% of the auditory information in their environments. How well can we expect students to perform when they are being denied 65% of any experience? Please note, if a child has been prescribed with hearing aids and is arriving to school without their hearing aids, a conversation really needs to occur between the school and the family, as the child's amplification technology is precisely how they gain access to the curriculum. We have addressed a number of classroom listening issues in other videos. The information about classroom noise, reverberation, and rate of speech will be very important if you are welcoming a student into your classroom with hearing aids. If you haven't had an opportunity to watch these videos, please take the time to watch these. The information and suggestions provided in those videos will help all students, but will also benefit the student in your classroom who has hearing aids. There are a number of educational supports and strategies to consider when teaching a student with hearing loss. You may benefit from support from a teacher of the deaf and hard of hearing and an educational audiologist. So you've heard the audio clip of a student listening with only their hearing aids. It was not a very fun experience, was it? Yet students still need to wear their hearing aids to stimulate their brains. So how can we help them to better access the teacher's voice? Please watch our video on the personal FM system to get more information.